You want
some time not do, man?
Is he finished? That's all I want to know. Is he finished? I didn't hear a word he said.
He said Tim Tebow was a practice player.
Now for a little reality.
Okay. Reality.
Okay, go ahead. I have some new quotes here from the authority on the Patriots. One, Mike Reese for ESPN.com. You know Mike Reese.
I'm very respected.
He knows a lot about the Patriots.
Yes,
Not
he does.
that Ed Werder doesn't know anything
No,
about
Mike
it.
Reese knows his stuff.
He knows
No
his
question.
stuff. He covers the
No
team
question
day in,
about
day
it.
out.
No question about it.
He talks about some quotes that were uttered by one Bill Belichick on WEEI radio in Boston. And these quotes are actually, I don't know how they could be, but they're very positive about how that they always do try to take advantage of players' individual skill sets and that they've gone out of their way, the offense has, to install plays that take advantage of what Tim Tebow does, which is what I tried to tell you yesterday when you stonewalled me with your newspaper. I was trying to explain that for the whole second half, actually the end of the second quarter and the second half, Tim Tebow ran Denver offense. That meant that Bill Belichick had gone out of his way during practice to install a whole package, heck, a whole offense that Tim Tebow can run because he's intrigued by Tim's skill set. Now, maybe that would be so that he can prepare for these spread option quarterbacks that we will see more and more of as time goes on in the evolution of the National Football League. But here's the point, Stephen A. Smith. Even Mike Reese concludes that Bill Belichick is strongly considering keeping 3 quarterbacks this year because he loves players who have one standout trait. In this case, Tim can run with the football. I think he has 2 standout traits that Bill Belichick would be intrigued by because, as we saw once again in the opening drive of the second half last Friday night, Tim Tebow is a momentum play maker. Every time he gets in games, if you give him a chance to run his plays, he just starts making plays, and they went boom, 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 boom. 8 plays, 57 yards, touchdown, LeGarrette Blount. And again, it's hard. He spoke. I won't read Joe Post, but he said it's hard to defend what he can do because he has the skill set of faking it, keeping it, running with it, or throwing it. It's hard to defend. It's hard to prepare for. So I think they're going to keep him, and I'm going to stand by what I said. I think he will evolve over time as he gets comfortable with his 4th offensive coordinator in 4 years into the backup quarterback for this team because I don't love Ryan Mallett's intangibles. He's got all the combine stuff. He looks the part. He can throw the part. He's got all the measurables. I'm not sure Ryan Mallett has the immeasurables, the intangibles that Tebow has that Belichick would want come game time. That's my point. So I think over time he will become the backup quarterback his way because they can just, in midstream, they can switch. They can switch horses and say, okay, we'll do this for Tim Tebow. The Jets refused to do that last year.
Well, first of all, don't talk to me like I don't agree with you about what the Jets did. We are on the same page with what the Jets did to Tim Tebow. But let me ask you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, I will. Tim Tebow gets
I love you.
game, and he never throws the football, but he runs. Is that your definition of a quarterback?
No, because he will throw the football on occasion.
Because see, that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say to you is, there's no reason on earth why Tim Tebow should be throwing a pass unless it's a trick play. You know what I'm saying? What Tom Brady's
okay.
Okay.
You know that's just not right. You know he threw a lot of passes in Denver.
I know he threw a few.
Oh,
I give him a few. I give him a few.
Started on time against your Steelers.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ripped my heart out.
Yeah.
I was depressed for weeks over that.
I know.
The most depressing moment was that I had to come on the air.
I know.
Worst day at work for me. Worst day at work for me in my career.
I'm still high.
The next day I had to come on the air, and it was just a nightmare. I couldn't even sleep that night. I came there with big bags. You just throw out 50 years old in front of big bags under my eyes. I couldn't sleep all night because I had to think about looking at him.
You would have thought I was 30 years old.
There you go. Yeah. But that's all right. All I'm trying to say to you, Skip, is, look, man, the dude, listen, in 3 years, he might learn to throw. But until that moment comes, Skip, if he's going to be in a lineup, it's going to be because of his ability to run the football, all right, or whatever else they come up with him to do.
Sure.
It ain't going to be for him to
You're
throw
on
the
pace
football.
with what Ed Werder said, but he's saying that that's not necessarily the case.
That's the way it is, man. I'm just trying to tell you.
He's like, just wait and see.
You know what?
Wait and see.
You're in for a long season.
Oh, please. Let me tell you something right now. I ain't going to for no long season. I'm sure Tim Tebow will make the team. I'm sure he'll make a contribution. Just don't tell me he's going to be throwing the football as long as Tom Brady's on that squad. Please.
Well, please.
Please.
Well, that wouldn't be with anybody. If Aaron Rodgers were on the squad, I'd be saying,
Here we go. Already. Come on.
Well,
Coming up next. Let's not go there.
Aaron Rodgers could beat out
Jerry Jones says the Cowboys will win a Super Bowl. Jerry Jones, I repeat.